Hello and welcome to the very first Omega Q&A. All the questions that I have right now were found via Facebook. I did do an announcement of me doing this on YouTube, but it was at the end of one of my videos and I doubt anyone watches it to the end. You should start watching to the end, because I tell you to press all the buttons all in the area. So, I don't know what picture exactly will show up at the beginning of at the front of the video. It's something that I'll just Photoshop together in seconds, I bet. So it's probably gonna look like garbage. And the music in the background, don't ask me what it is. I have no clue. I was just searching through my files to find a little background music to play, and that's what I found. You can hear it a little bit, I think. Maybe. I can hear it, so I just don't like awkward silence. Okay, so it's time to start out with questions. Okay. I would give, like, shoutouts and stuff, but, I don't know their channel names. It was all asked via Facebook, so don't memorize their channel names, and I forgot to write them down. So, first question. What kind of music do you like? Now, with this, it's kind of complicated. I like Vocaloid, definitely, like the J-pop stuff. I listen to that constantly for some reason. But I also do listen to, don't know if it would be considered metal, or if it would just be considered rock. But I listen to bands like, Linkin Park, I Am King, 12 Stones, 3 Days Grace. Also listen to Amazic, and I don't know what, or Amazic, I don't know. But he's actually like a YouTube person somewhere. His channel's like Green Day something, but he does covers and stuff that are really good. And also I listen to a lot of OST from games, you know, like the background music from games. Also, I've been listening to a lot of Shady Vox lately, and Shady does it better. If you don't get that reference, then look up Shady Vox. Okay, second question. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Oh, people are gonna hate me for this. But it would either be the original Pokemon Yellow, since it has so much nostalgia. It was the first game that I ever played, not just first Pokemon game, first game ever. So this channel and my other, both of these channels, I'll put it on both channels, OmegaAaron and OmegaGamer for the win. Neither of them would exist if it wasn't for this game, Pokemon Yellow. My second favorite though, if you don't count nostalgia, would have to be either Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Conquest. Conquest, it was like a new feature, I liked it. And Coliseum, it was the first 3D looking game, and Minor B was always amazing. Third question. Are you more of a FPS or RPG guy? I think by FPS that means first person shooter, and RPG, the role-playing game. I'm more RPG. I am terrible at shooters. Shooters, I'm just so terrible at. Yeah. The first shooter that I played was GoldenEye, and I sucked at it so much. It was terrible. Well, I don't think you can be good at GoldenEye, but I was bad at it. Okay, next question. What Pokemon do you hate the most? Okay. This would have to be Trubbish and Garbodor, because they're garbage. Literally. No one... I don't see why anyone would like them. There are much better poison types out there, people. Much better. Okay, now here's a hard one. What's your favorite movie? Okay, I have seen so many movies, it's hard to choose. But I would have to say it's a tie between Little Nicky which that was a really old movie. Well, not old, but to some of you people it's old. And, what's the other one that was really good? Disaster movie. I think that was out in like 2008-ish. But Disaster movie, it's one of those movies that make fun of other stuff. It's kind of like Scary Movie, but it makes fun of different stuff. It makes fun of the Hulk, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Speed Racer, Enchanted, stuff like that. Okay, next question. Does Minecraft creepers freak you out? Does your grammar always sound this bad? I seriously copy and paste all the questions in here, but do they freak me out? Now that they look like Yurichi, I think. Yeah, Yurichi. Kinda, because that's just kind of creepy. Cause in the anime type thing, she's kind of like a ninja, so that's kind of dangerous. Speaking of that, what is your favorite anime? Now this would have to be another hard one to choose from. It'd have to either be Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, or Bleach. So Dragon Ball or Bleach. Bleach, you get huge swords. Dragon Ball Z, you shoot beams and kill stuff. So either one, they're both really good. I think there's another anime that I watched what was really good. Well, that's all I remember for now. Okay, this one's complicated. They just love to make this huge, complicated mess of questions. In your opinion, what would be the best ideal for a Pokemon game with a different style than those of late? Those of late. Okay. Those of late. Actually, Pokemon Conquest was actually very similar to some of the ideals I had. I mean, I was seriously thinking something similar to Pokemon Conquest, and I remember, I seen like the commercials for it in Japan whenever I was watching Pokemon Smash. Well, I wasn't in Japan, but I was watching Japanese TV because I can do that. And I seen some commercials for Pokemon Conquest that looked neat, and well, it was actually Nobunaga's ambition. So yeah, it'd probably have to be something very similar to that. But if you're asking about like the main series, I'd have to say maybe a 3D type style. Like they recently had a fan-made game, Pokemon 3D Silver and Gold. Download link is somewhere. Check OmegaAaron's channel, he has it. So does GCPM11. So just go to one of his videos if you want the link. I would find it, but I'll forget. I just record these episodes and then like a week later post them. So probably something with a 3D feel to it. Also, I seen a game online where it was like a Street Fighter but Pokemon version. I think that would be kind of neat. They did like a 3D perspective where you were the Pokemon, and like you were the trainer, and you send it out, and then you chose what the Pokemon would do, and you'd actually be in the perspective of the Pokemon doing the attack. That would be neat. What mod would you like to see for Minecraft? Okay, I have not played any mods yet, but I've seen a couple. I've watched like OmegaAaron, Toby Games, Marilyn and Bro. Well, they don't do mod. Well, they might have done a mod or two or something. I don't know. But a mod that I would like to see, one that makes the entire Minecraft world look like Kanto, like the Kanto region. That way, I would actually know where I'm at and what I'm doing. Because Kanto I know extremely well. Okay, next question. Why aren't you playing League of Legends yet? I hate this question. Okay, the thing with it, my internet is so painfully slow. With Wi-Fi, it works extremely slow. But the only way I could play League of Legends is if I went downstairs into my living room and actually plugged the Ethernet cable up to my computer. And the problem with that is it's kind of my living room. People are there, so I could not record. Also, the internet I have, it's not really good for online games. It has like a 1 gigabyte per second upload speed, but besides that, it's garbage. If you want to upload videos, that's the internet to get, but you want to do anything else, you can't. I was seriously trying to watch YouTube videos the other day, and it took like 30 minutes to watch one 10-minute video. So, League of Legends might be out of the question. But I am working on where I could maybe get one episode out every month or two. That'd be the maximum I could do. Okay. And this is the final question that I actually got. And it's one of these other long questions that will take a lot of thought. What kind of game would you make if you could develop your own game? Now, the thing about this, it is so complicated to think of the best way to think of this. Now, one thing, whenever I was like 7, I think, I made my own version of Pokemon. I called it Munchymon. It was based on food. And I even like drew out all these characters back whenever I could actually draw worth something. And yeah, I'd draw out characters and I'd write stories about it and all that stuff. So I'd probably try to do something with that. I kind of gave up on the ideal, like, I'd say it's been about 6 or 7 years ago. I'm 15 now, probably started whenever I was 7. Stopped before I was 10, so it's been a while. So I'd probably try to do something with that. If not, then I don't know what I would do. Because it depends on if I could be part of a team like Game Freak or something, or if I'd have to be the whole indie game thing. Because I couldn't come up with like an individual ideal that could really take off too well. Because about everything's been done before. But if it was part of a team, yeah, I would try to join Game Freak and improve the game so much. Because the games haven't been nearly as good lately. So, that's it for the questions. But, what I am going to do besides this list that I made, is, I'll go ahead and answer some questions that I about commonly get. Some people ask them to other people, and I just think, hey, that's an interesting question. I wonder how I would think about that. So, first question that someone else on the internet said, what recording software do you use? I use Camtasia Studio. I think is what it's called. Camtasia Studio or something. It's Camtasia Studio 7. That's what it is. So there's that. And for the microphone, I use a Turtle Beach Air Force PX21 microphone headset thing. So there's that. Also, to make all my layouts and this wallpaper type thing, I use Photoshop CS5. Recommend it if you're gonna get Photoshop. It's pretty easy to use. For all my DS games, I use Desume. For all my Game Boy Advance games, I use Visual Boy Advanced. I think is what it's called, or visual, something like that. One of the two. But the version I use is in Spanish. So, yeah. I don't speak Spanish. or really understand much Spanish, but that's what I use. I know I can get an English one, but I like the struggle of using the Spanish emulator, because it's all Spanish. For the Super Nintendo and stuff, I forgot what the names of those were, because they have like really complicated names. But for all my Sega Genesis stuff, I use Fusion. Just have to throw those Pitari earrings on and play some Genesis. Yeah, some of you get that reference. Others who don't, you're gonna be murdered in your sleep tonight by a giant elk. Just remember that. When you're being attacked by an elk, don't blame me. Okay, other questions. Why haven't you uploaded Diamond Nuzlocke, Digimon World Dawn, Shiny Gold X Nuzlocke, all this stuff? It's because I don't have time half the time. This week has been my recording week. I have recorded 2 episodes of Minecraft, 2 episodes of Blaze Black 2, this video, and I'm going to record something else soon. I'm running like 3 channels right now, so you have to give me a break whenever I'm not uploading this or that. I try to focus on the series that I like the best, that's going the best. And right now, my Minecraft series, my Blaze Black 2 series, and my what other series is there that I do a lot? I think those are the main ones right now, but those 2 are the only ones that have really taken off too well. Also on my Omega Gamer for the Win channel, Kid Chameleon, keep trying to say Chameleon, don't know why, but Kid Chameleon, the reason I haven't done any episodes of it lately is because I'm trying to get a Sega Genesis USB controller. Right now, what I use for everything is a Super Nintendo controller. You can't control a Genesis with a Super Nintendo controller too well. It doesn't work out. The whole feel of it's different and everything. But, also something people might be asking, what games are you planning to play next? I'm gonna continue on with my Slender series, only do a little bit extra with that. I'm thinking of doing one of the older Yu-Gi-Oh games, you know, back whenever it made a little bit of sense. What else am I doing? I'm gonna be doing Sonic, like the original Sonic games, not like the new Sonic garbage. I'm talking the original Sonics, you know, the first 2 or 3. And I will be doing Echo the Dolphin, apparently. Someone suggested that. Golden Axe, maybe. I've also been considering Judge Dredd. What are others that I've been planning on? There's one that I was planning on. Oh yeah, I'm also planning on Tetris. Or Pong. Now, either one of those will work. I'm just trying to get a good Atari emulator for Pong. I could just play one of the newer versions, but the old is better. So I think that's about it, unless if I can think of something else. Now, if any of your questions have gone unanswered, comment below any question, as long as it does not have to do with anything above PG. And I'd rather you avoid the topic of religion. If you can just comment a question not involving those 2 at all, I'll try to answer it in my next video of this. I will do a Q&A session every 10 questions. I'll get better music. So, that's it for now, most likely. Yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and end this and record the next video. Not the next episode of this, but some other video. So, just comment your questions below. Click the like button wherever it is located. I don't even know. Add to favorites if you want. Share this with your friends if you want their questions to be answered, because I do know a lot of Pokemon trivia stuff if you want those questions answered. Used to be considered the human Pokedex at one point. I was like in 3rd grade though, so. But I still do know quite a bit about all the Pokedex entries and stuff, just not that much with 5th gen, since 5th gen it's not as good as the other generations, but it's new to me kinda, even though I've played their games many times. But yeah, that's it. So I get to do 2 sign-outs. OmegaAaron, signing off, Sneasels. Omega Gamer, for the win, signing off. People asking these questions, get a life.